Hi guys, I'm Vizentinis again, and I hope you're feeling good. In this video lesson, we will continue with our database creator class. We have to create an empty database on the system into the default system path and write in with our database if the database does not exist. So we have to make a method. We'll make the method here after our constructor. Public void create database throws an IO exception. Here we have to import IO exception. Click here, enter, and now we will create a boolean variable and a new method to see if the database exists first. Our variable, it will be the db exist, which is equal to check database. We will make this method after we finish the method to create database. So if db exists, if this variable is true, then we don't have to use anything. We just use the log to show a message called I. We have to import log, and the message will be tag db exist, and it will show us the boolean, which it will be true or false. Okay, else brackets, click enter. If this variable is false, then we have to create the database. First, let's use a message again, log I, or we can copy it and change it, Ctrl B, log I tag db does not exist, and here it will be false or true. So after that, we can use the readable method to check if we can write the database into the phone's memory. This dot get, we need the get readable database. Here we can see the details for this. If we check it, and we will see here what is going on. Create and open a database. This will be the same object returned by default, get writable database, unless some problem such as full disk requires the database to be opened read only, etc. So we have to check this one. That's it, and then we can copy the database, our database, into the path. We will use a new method for this, and we will name it copy database. So we have to make the check database method and the copy database. I hope you understand what I'm doing. Here I check if the database exists with this method. This method, it will be a boolean method, and if the db exists is true, it will show us this message in log. Else, if it doesn't exist, if this variable is false, it will show us a method. It will show us a message here with false variable, and then it will check if we have the permission to write a database into phone's memory, this get readable database, and then we can copy our database into the memory through default path. So now we have to check to make the check database method and the copy database method. So down here we will make our new Avoid copy database, throw scenario exception, click enter, and here we will write the code for our database. How to copy our database. First we use an input stream. We will name it my input and it will be equal to my context get assets folder, and we'll open the database name. You have to import input stream. Then we want the path for the just created empty database. So we use a string variable with a db path in the db name. Then we will open the empty db as the output string. So we use the output stream my output and new file output stream for our out file name, this one. Import output stream. Now we have to transfer the bytes from the output file to input file. And we paste the code. This one, we make a buffer byte array with new byte and variable int for length. And while the length is my input read buffer greater than 0, my input write buffer length. Okay, I think we are okay here. Have to import and the file output stream, and finally we have to close all the streams. Close the my output classes, my output close, my output close. I think we are ready here. And now we will make the check database method. Write down private boolean check database. So we can write the code here. We have to add the return statement here. We'll do it now. First we have to use a variable for SQL database. The variable is the checkDB equals to null. Then we have to use the try method, open brackets for the try, click enter, and here we will set to the string variable the path, my path db path in db name, and we use this variable checkDB, and this it will be equal to SQLite database dot open database. Here we use my path, this one, the string. The second parameter is null. Third parameter SQLite database open read only. So we will continue here with the catch to see if SQLite exception, if it exists or not. So here we are. In this point the database does not exist. Let's make a comment. Database does not exist yet. And then, sorry, I think I have a mistake here. We have to close the try here, and we don't need this one. We have to import the SQLite exception. That's okay, and here we still have a problem. Yes, we want the return statement. We want the return statement. So you can use if a check db is not equal to null, the check db must close, and here we return into the check b if it's not null, true, and if it's null, false. And this way we can check if the database exists or not. If the check DB returns true, it means that exists. If it returns false, it means that not exist. You can see all the details for our code here, what we have done. That's it for this lesson, and we will continue the next one, and I hope in the next one we will finish the class for the SQL database creator. Thank you for watching. See you again soon.